All right. Welcome back. Tattoo Shop is still alive. Woo!
Welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk in this new crazy times format. We're doing this online chit chats, and today we'll talk about
All this
Today
stuff.
we'll talk about all this virus thing,
Yeah.
the lockdown, how it was reopening, and where are we now with that thing. Let's start with you, because you had it way different than rest of the civilized world.
Yeah, well, for me,
It was
our country got pretty lucky with it, as a lot of people know. We experienced only 2 week lockdown. Yeah, we got 2 weeks lockdown, but it was the government didn't told us to not work. Actually, we could work these 2 weeks as well. It was not that serious, but we decided to close the shop for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, we figured out that maybe we use some regulation in the shop, like. Put these walls between. I don't know how you call it. These.
just room dividers.
Yeah. So we used that between the stations, and we were only two tattooers that could work at the same time. No friends for customers, so just pretty empty shops, and we were switching. If I do one tattoo, after me, another tattooer comes in the shop, and I go home, and he's placing me. We were doing that for like 1 month or so.
And you had those, like, you didn't have, like, you cannot work, but, like, you cannot be close to people. So it was kind of tricky way of not locking down, but you're not allowed to be too many people too close.
It was there was this rule, like the rule 2 meter distance. You have to keep from the person, but you could be with one more person, so you could be two together and not more, and with 2 meters distance. So like, I still don't get it. It's weird rules, because you actually ended up meeting anyways.
Yeah.
So
it more felt like that, like, if government tells you we're locking you down, that they also have to pay you, and that's a bit more troublesome in Latvia.
Yeah. Well, for some restaurants, it was fucking bad as fuck. I don't know. We got lucky. I see a lot of tattooers in all around the world. They have fucking serious situations. If you don't work for 3 months, that's fucking serious stuff.
We had a lockdown for around a month, and we got also like support from government, so that was kind of nice. But it was so sudden, because like one day I was working. There's like, tonight is press conference. We'll see what's happening. So I finished that tattoo. A client looked up the conference. He's like, cool, man. From tomorrow you are closed. You have a holiday. So I called up the guy from next morning. I was like, you heard what happens? And he's like, oh, shit. And it was his first tattoo. I was like, how about we do it tonight? And he's like, fuck it. Let's do it. Because he said it. He was waiting for it. And in this situation, it's even a better experience, because there's more to the story.
Yeah,
An opening was the same. It was meant to be till mid of May, and then suddenly one day in April, on Friday, they're like, you can open on Monday. And I was painting walls and whatnot, so I have to rush to the shop, finish what I've started, clean up all the mess.
But did you
But
feel...
it was crazy.
Sorry, man. Did you feel that there is less people coming and asking for tattoos?
It was crazy. It was the busiest month ever. We said that we are opening, but we did, put some people on waiting list, and I told them that I'll let you know, and I didn't want it to kind of overhype them, because we don't know, maybe there'll be some crazy regulations. And all that weekend people were writing me messages like, and question marks, and like, when you're booking me in, and it's the busiest month I ever had.
Crazy.
And then it started to slow down a little bit, and now it's kind of back to this slow normal. And, it's crazy. And people didn't care. Like, you're right. Like, please come alone. Don't bring shopping bags. Like, all that stuff. And people just not giving fucks. Coming in like 5 people right from shopping. They're like, I need it now. And you're like, come on.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of people don't take this as serious as the government told them to. Also, for us, it was crazy. Like, the first weeks of the lockdown, we just got so much messages. Like, it looked like people want to spend their holiday money on tattoos because they're like trapped in the city now.
That's what
Weird.
some customers said.
Yeah.
That's what some customers said. They're like, I have this spare money.
Fucking insane. And a lot of Danish people wrote in me a message. I mean, they still do, like from time to time. I don't know if they watch news about what happens in the world.
Other countries.
But you know, I mean, I could fly to Denmark, but it would be a problem to come back. I don't want to sit 2 weeks in a what do you call it? In quarantine, yeah. So
Did you get any of those messages like where can you do it behind closed door? Well,
No.
actually, your doors were not.
No.
We got few, but I heard in some places it was crazy. Everyone was like, "Come on, I'm not gonna tell them."
Wow, man. Yeah, we had some customers coming with masks, and they were really, you could see, they want us to wear them as well. We were wearing them. We had some. You know, these masks you can wear multiple times. We used that for a few days, you know, and lots of people came with no masks. We were like feeling it like
Yeah, I don't mind the idea, but I think
I mean, if
we
I'm
wear
3
them, then-
hours with the guy, spending 3 hours with the guy, I mean, if some of us are sick, then I mean, my mask will
Yeah.
not hold back, you know.
But I think it's also like if it's rules, then it's rules for everyone. So if we wear them, we wear them. Not like
Of course.
it's a recommendation, and then it's selective, and then you also have to check how you use it, because it's like the same with gloves and tattooing. Like you can mess more stuff up if you don't know what's up. It got to the point in July that borders opened up and you could travel. So like my girlfriend's parents came to visit and all that. They went away.
Yeah.
Boom! It's again like crazy, like tests and checkups and quarantines and all that stuff. And I was talking to a gentleman from your shop. We were talking about possible guest spot, but it's good that we didn't arrange anything, because it's impossible to plan anything.
Yeah, I mean, you could. One day you go there, everything's fine, and then before you leave, suddenly you cannot leave, you know.
Now it's looking pretty bad again.
It looks bad in some
Denmark.
countries. Yeah. I mean, I have one friend who was traveling while there was like the worst times in June, and he's living in Germany, and he was, I don't know, I could see he was going from town to town, but I think he was with a car or something. And there was some people doing it, these guest spots, really weird, with masks on, and man, it's weird times, you know.
We use masks. I mean, I use masks when it's for piercings, because like you are really like face to face with a person. Like, if I'm tattooing somebody's ankle, I mean, if somebody would tell me to wear it, I would wear it. Like,
Yeah, well,
I would
no
give
one-
them one.
In Latvia, the statistics are so low that we all kind of like take it easy right now, you know. I mean, we still take
Yeah,
care
it's-
of things.
It's one of the lowest in Europe, I heard.
Yeah. I don't know why, man. It's probably because of the garlic or something.
Yeah, it's also like the country is so not densely populated, like, and people
Yeah.
stay away from, like, we had these guys coming in selling jewelry from Italy, and we talked and then asked them, like, was it really that bad as they show on the TV? He said, like, yeah, it was pretty bad, but as we talking, he said, but you are Northern Europe. He said, you see, we talking and we staying away from each other. Like, we have 2 meters in between us. He said, in Italy, everybody needs to hug, kiss, you know, like that.
Yeah,
They
man.
live in tiny houses, everyone's smoking and whatnot, so like, yeah, there you go. And then we even got this convention, and it was booked, it was paid for, and then again, numbers kind of were raising in a bad side, and the restrictions started. So we managed to go to the convention, and then next week, like on Monday, oh no, well, like week after, everything was kind of tied down, and I didn't even, like, I missed that press conference. I saw suddenly everyone on streets are wearing masks, and people coming in with masks, and I'm like, oh nice, everyone's so responsible. And then some customers were like, yeah, we have to from today at 12. It's like if you go to restaurant, it's
Yeah.
funny, you have to wear masks when you enter, when you order, and then you sit down to eat, and it's fine. And then at 10 o'clock everything shuts down, so I guess viruses have night shifts, I guess. Attacking people at night like vampires or something.
Yeah, I guess
But I
it's
mean, rules
because
are
of
rules.
yeah, man. More people, more careful you have to be. What can you do? I'm just more.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that I cannot go to Denmark or to these countries where I have customers. It's just it is what it is, you know.
It's crazy. And yeah, on a convention I talked to a few people, and they were also like traveling and going further. And then I started to follow them, so I saw they like went to Ireland afterwards, and I think they have some convention in Italy. They said so. It's like it's weird, like because you can't go from one to other country directly, but then you can go kind of
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, I had some friends catching up with cheap flights just recently. You can skip the board. I mean, you go to other country, you fly somewhere in Greece, and then you come back, and everything's fine. I don't know.
now at this point it's super confusing. Like I've seen some shops have guest artists here as well, like but they're those chain shops, so I don't know how they go about those things.
Local
But
ones, yeah.
no, they have like guest artists from like I don't know, like Ukraine and whatnot. They have them, and it happens how they get here, when they leave, do they ever leave? That's kind of weird. With my senses and with my common sense, it's like I can't even offer a guest spot to anyone because it's like, come
Yeah.
on, like how can you ask somebody to buy plane ticket now? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, man. We had also some people asking for a job, and I mean, they always did that before, but now it's you can see that there is some desperation, and people want to leave their country and find some new spots. Right now, I
There's
think
also-
it's like no time to think about moving anywhere. I mean, I don't know.
I read on some places that there's like even some like apprentices who lost apprenticeship because of lockdown. Because like the shop closed down or they don't need apprentice anymore. Yeah, they are also like on the channel they wrote or like messaged me. They're like, oh, what would you recommend? I was like, man, give it some time. Like nobody have time now to deal with you kind of a thing. Because it's like
Yeah.
if you have a business that's just opened, it's like the last thing on their mind is care about some new person.
Yeah, I mean, not many shops are doing great as well. I think there is some people, some shops who don't have enough customers. Yeah, I mean, we're lucky. We're lucky. I hope everyone's
Yeah.
doing good, and I hope this will change someday soon.
Hopefully sooner than later, and let's see where these crazy times will take us. It's also like there's shifts in mindsets of people and how they approach things. Like people
Yeah,
work from home. I was tattooing a guy who was doing his emails because he could work from home, so he was just like, yeah, he was doing his work stuff while getting tattooed.
Yeah, yeah,
So
man.
that's also kind of fun.
It's
Well,
interesting. Yeah. So
Crazy. Let's hope for a brighter future. And yeah, you people, tell us how things went for you, in which up or down situation you are at this moment.
I really
been,
wanna
like,
know what people
Yeah.
do in their countries.
I heard in England they kind of scared about second lockdown. They do kind of local regulations within cities, but also people say that government can't afford another lockdown anymore. So
Yeah, well, that's
Like-
another problem, right? It's we'll see. We'll see.
We'll
I
see.
see you soon. Bye bye.
comment and like, and see you in the future.
Bye bye.